Alrighty, what's up, guys? Sorry about the stream. My internet cut out for a second there in the beginning, so just gonna get started right now with the analysis. The main thing I want to show you guys, at least in the beginning. So the latest trades I've been in, I've been long on Bitcoin. Yesterday, I had my original swing longs I've been in for a long time get stopped out finally. Long on Bitcoin since this amount yesterday. Hit two take profits, waiting for a third one at 48.2. Did a little bit of a risky ETH short entry right now. It's slightly in the red at the moment. We'll see what happens. I'll show you the reason why I gave that one a shot, mainly because of the hourly. As we're hitting off of a spiral line, bearish div. I figured we'd come down. At least enough to hit that first take profit. Let's see, we hit that one. I was thinking, what actually the fib level I was looking at, let's see here. I believe it was from here to here. Yeah, this general area, I have it at 3, 4. Yeah, or you could go from, I believe this would have been a good option. Yeah, right here. I've been looking at this general area. I think we could come down to, but we'll see. We'll see. It is the weekend. There's always weird volatility. So the first thing I want to show you kind of on, and if you're interested in the exclusive Discord, a link in the description below with some of my entries, stop losses, take profits, all that. The main thing that's really good here is, number one, our monthly green Heiken-ishi candle. Obviously, this could just go shoot down within the month and it could turn red, but I don't think that's going to happen. Most of the time when we do turn green, look, bam, right up. This is our black swan. Turn red, bam, down, green. A lot of green candles. Turn red, down, green, up. So kind of like that pattern. And it's generally a very, very good sign. Also, we kind of dodged the bear market bullet right here because our view up is coming up farther. It's not like here where we just crash 50%. We're very close to the zero line. I think by the time we print the green dot, it'll probably be at, could be in the next few weeks, and it'll probably in the mid to high 50s, I would say. I'm looking at 60K by the end of the month, and I'm looking at, into May, June, even July, all-time highs around 80K, repeating this general pattern right here, coming up about 135% from our mini bear market bottom there. If you come up another 135%, right around 77K, I think he could shoot up to 80K. I think he could get 80K here, or at least close to it. So moving on to our two week. Green dot, looking good. Money flow coming up. I like this for the most part. It seems like we dodged kind of the bullet back here of repeating this pattern where you just come down another 50%. It looks good. I like that. Your weekly. Looks like we dodged the bullet of, just kind of coming back into the red here. And this is interesting. And I've talked about, we've talked about at least a minor peak in May, June of 2022. And it looks like that could kind of play out. This would be end of year. This kind of, if we continue forward, we come down, peak out May, June, 80K, come down and have another 50% correction, repeat this pattern, then finally come up to over 100K late 2022. Early 2023, and let's just see where money flow could really, just like this, could really come up here, and then it could come down a bit, and then come back up end of year or something like that, get really high, and then that's the end of your bull market. So it's interesting here. Or we could just flip over and go back into the red. That'd be your very bearish scenario. But my main thought here is probably 70%, 75% bullish that we come up and make new all-time highs by the summer. 30%, 25% bearish case. This is just a complete fluke and we crash down another 50% or whatever to the mid-20s, creating a huge buying opportunity. That's what I'm thinking. So your 3-day, you got money flow coming up. It is a bad sign that you're back in the red, but a lot of times it could get choppy and then you could just come into the green and finally come up. you do need your healthy correction, which is what I think this is right here, your 5% healthy correction on the way up. And the next big place to look at, 50K. After that, 54K. So there'll be trials and tribulations. There'll be healthy corrections on the way up. But I think, I think this general area, look, 60K, this fib level right here, there's a good shot we're able to hit this, by the end of the month. If we come up here, something like that, that would make a lot of sense in my opinion. So, yeah. Daily view up, curving up as well. And your 12-hour view up, curving up, about to print a green dot. Looks like a continuation right here. However, shorter time frames, it does look, we're rejecting off of this point right here. It would make sense, hit this spiral line, then continue forward. That would make a lot of sense. Well, almost a double bottom pattern. If you look at this, yeah, could be a double bottom pattern right here, then you continue forward. That's what I'm kind of thinking, especially with ETH, why I went short on it. But, we'll see what happens, especially like I always tell newer traders. If you're new, take the weekends off. I would say there's always weird volatility. My success rate definitely is not as high on the weekends as it is during the week. So mainly just like to let the winners ride, like my Bitcoin long right now from yesterday. VO curving down here, some good curvature on the way down. So that'd be more of a short-term bearish case. That would bring you probably back down to 45 or so. Also here, your 3-hour is coming out, getting close to having that money flow crossover into the red there. So that's another bit of bearish case. Here, money flow crossover downward. So it would make sense. It would be healthy, still healthy to do a double bottom pattern around this area. Maybe 44, but I would start to get worried. If we do lose 44, then it doesn't look good. If you lose 44, lose this area, you're probably going to, you could get a bounce off of 42, 43, but you're probably going to go to 42. If you lose 42, oof, then things start to get ugly. But, let's not be too pessimistic here. I think there's, a strong case that we continue forward, which is what I think will happen. That's Bitcoin. Ethereum, let's take a look at, very similar to Bitcoin. The main place I'm looking for would be repeating the pattern we had. We came down July and then we pumped, what was it, around here to there, 180%. 180% would bring you right around 6K. So I think 6K is definitely doable in the next few months. It's not even a double from here, so that's definitely doable. Your 2-week is going to look probably relatively similar to Bitcoin. Very deep in the money flow. Little trigger wave could come up a bit more here. I guess some people would kind of say like this height, this is when we crashed back in May 2021. So I think you could come up a bit more. It definitely could, especially with ETH, it could get very overheated. And then your weekly, curving back up here. So, generally what I'm thinking, something like that to a peak, possibly. Here where we hit 6,000, then back down, then here to a real peak or something. Your 3-day, that's kind of more your bearish case because we've been in the green for so long that you're finally in the red. But a lot of times, look at this when you're in the red here. You just came up. Here when you came into the red, you came down another 50%. I think, same reason with what I was talking about with Bitcoin, I think we dodged that bullet. If you're more like in terms of where I'm, just buying for long term, I stopped as soon as we got into the red or green on the daily. But your 2-day, your 3-day, as long as these stay in the reds, probably still not the worst place to DCA in for long term. But I just bought so heavily, when we were down in these, these levels. So I'm just holding off for now. I have a lot of bills, there's taxes coming up and everything, so. And your VWAPs are curving down your 5-hour, your 4-hour as you're hitting off of a major point. That's why I gave a shot here. Figured it, would have a high likelihood of winning, but it's a weekend. There's always weird FOMO wicks, weird sideways volatility on the weekends. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. So yeah, In terms of where ETH could end up by the end of the month, I think there's a very strong case for around 4,000. Don't think you'll get this high by the end of the month, but I do think, you know, in the next few weeks, 4,000 is a good point. In the most bullish of circumstances, maybe 4,600. I don't think you're going that high. Probably around 4,000. That guy smashed the like button. Sell in May, go away. I would take profits, you know, for at 80K, 75K. I would take some profits, partial profits, but it depends. You know, it depends what type of person you are. Are you a very long-term investor? Then probably just earn the interest on it, just hold it. But if you're you know, if you're more of a short-term investor and you're way in the green in May, then maybe. I mean, I said it could be June. It may not be May. It may be June. It may be July. So I said the next few months. Mega hidden bullish div on the monthly. I want to see that. It'd be probably useful to look at that on your brave new coin chart. Once it forms, I mean, I guess you could make the argument. Yeah, you got. I'm trying to think where you would. No, that wouldn't be. Or if you got. No, you can't. No, I don't know if you'd have to show me, but I mean, this was a. You're talking about something like this. Let's see. That's a hidden bullish divergence, and that played out pretty well at our bottom there. But by time it confirmed, you're already up to 7,000, so you missed a little bit of gains. But if you got in once it was curving up there, it would have been nice, in the 4,000 range. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this next green dot to print, it's probably gonna print around here. So yeah. Altseason. What do you say? I never said that, dude. I said it was possible. That's the thing too. Like you guys got to realize, like, I mean, it's no one knows exactly what's gonna happen. Like we change our minds, things change in the charts. It's all about, you know, it's all about what's most probably gonna happen. Yeah, thanks, Eric. Let's see. Bitcoin dominance. Let's look at that. Is this the Bitcoin Dom chart? I think it's hold on. Or is it that? I always forget how to find. Is it that? I don't want to like waste my time on something if it's not that, but yeah, somebody's gonna have to tell me. Let's see. SNX. I like the money flow crossover. It does look pretty good. Could definitely bring you up to 13. This could double. Definitely could double. Looks good, pretty good. I mean, there could be some corrections in the way up, but I do think there's a good shot of this doubling in the next, maybe by the end of the next month. I like the money flow crossover here. It normally plays out very well. Yeah, right around 60% or so. I think you'll get up to $12 or so. But yeah. BTC.D. Thanks, guys. I always forget that. Bitcoin dominance. No, it's not. Why is... Typed it in. What am I... It's not here. Oh, you gotta go on. Okay, it doesn't come up under crypto. So, yeah, it just generally keeps monthly generally just keeps going down, which it's a good thing for alts especially. I mean, it's indicative of more of an alt season. Yeah, it just looks bad on most of the time frames. Daily money, yeah, it looks like it's going to go down a bit. Yeah, good for alts. I think I think alts will do well next few months too. I mean, especially the big caps, especially Polkadot. I think you're going to get up to $25 probably by the end of the month, sooner or later, and then 30. We should be able to make new all-time highs with this eventually here. I mean, if you just look at, let's assume we repeat a percentage like this, 430%. 430% from our bottom here. $75, that's a big point, and then maybe a top of 100 eventually. You could get a 3, possible you could get a 3x with this in the next few months. Let me just mute this while I take a sip of coffee. Yeah, Bitcoin conference is going to be in a few days, Nightshade. If anybody's going to be there, let me know. I will be at the Bitcoin conference, at least for a good amount of it. Maybe we could do a meetup or something. Some dog barking. KDA. Oh, Aave I want to look at. That's been pumping. It's a small position I have. I got some Aave when it was real low. I mean, probably around 150 or something back a while back, but went even lower. Oof. But now it's pumping. I mean, it pumped 100%. You're hitting a big point. The thing with this is like, there's some curvature good curvature on the 2-day. Came deep in the 2-day here. I don't like how it's came a lot lower, you know what I mean, than its summer low. But in terms of coming back into the green here, you could repeat, another 150% probably or something like that. Actually, it would probably be more like this, 108% or something. Perfect, right at that fib level. It could double in the next few months, yeah. It's going to take time, but I think we could get up to, this level or 500 in the next couple months here. Close in on all-time highs, maybe. We're hitting major levels on some of these, but I do think you'll consolidate and then break up to 150 here. Ooh, that 4-hour does not look good, though. Never even came into the red here until... Wow. That looks pretty good in your 12 hour. I mean, it just depends how much we correct. We could correct back to $1.06 and then continue forward to 150. That'd be pretty healthy. But I think you will have a good couple months with this. In terms of where we could go, what was this pump? 200% or something. You could come at 200% from here in the next few months or something. Make new all-time highs, 3 something. I could see that happening. Waves, is it still going up? Shout out to Tom Crown. He was right about this. Yeah, all-time highs. Ooh, money flow crossover there. Yeah. I missed out on this, but yeah, I mean, honestly, like, if you made a killing with this, I mean, I know it pumped up an insane amount. If you made a killing, now would be some time to take some profits, but yeah, maybe it'll go sideways and then continue forward. Next big place, $100. It's volatile. It's already back to 50. You'd want to have a healthy correction, though. You'd want to come down to 40 and then continue forward. That would be healthy because it just came up so much. What's happening right now? I mean, weekend. Weekends are weird sometimes. Guys, smash the like button. Shib. It's looking like everything else. Looks to be a healthy correction. I think it will continue forward. I mean, it's been following. I drew this a while ago too. I drew this like back here, and it's been generally following my pattern. Yeah. I mean, money flow back in the green. This could come up a lot. I don't know if it'll come back up to this area. I don't know if it'll go this high, but I mean, you'll probably trend upward in the next few months. Lower time frames, like everything else, look pretty overheated, but yeah. Phantom. Let's see. Up 55% after it came down 70%. Daily looks pretty good. I think you're gonna get to $1.85 at some point here. Everything looks like it could continue forward. Some red dots, no bullish jibs just yet. It looks like a healthy correction so far. I think you'll get up to this point in by the end of the month, maybe in the most bullish of circumstances, 220. That's what I think. Matic. Okay, so VWAP curving down as money, that's not a good sign, really. Your daily looks pretty good. Looks like we'll hit this point relatively soon, then maybe $2. Looks like everything else, but I think, I think once you come into the red here or whatever, that's when you start to bottom out. Healthy correction down to 150 would be really nice. Then you could pump to $2. That'd be a really nice option. 2-day I don't like, though. I don't like that 2-day. It could be a fluke because everything else looks okay. I mean, you're monthly curving up, so. Yeah, I mean, that's how it usually is, dread mining. Usually everything does look the same, or at least similar. I haven't looked at FTT in a while. Nice bounce off of that fib level downward. It would make sense, you know. What I'm hoping for, you know, just something like that. That'd be really healthy on the way up. I like your daily, or your 2-day, excuse me. Money flow crossover with the red dot means consolidation, maybe a little pullback before you continue forward. I think you probably will be able to hit, you know, new all-time highs by, I mean, July we came down and pumped up 265%. Pump up 260%. Let's see where that would take us to. $100 is definitely in the cards, you know, in the next few months. Decent curvature there. That's curving up. Looks decent. Looks decent. What was your question? Entering a swing trade of 50. I'm just thinking, like, you know, in terms of, you know, where your stop loss. I mean, one stop loss here at 15%. Maybe another stop loss is 20. That's so low. I mean, I feel like you just should trade those in spot. I don't know. I feel like if you'd have to put a stop loss below kind of here, I would say, because there's a good probability you just correct down here and you're going to get stopped out, and then it's going to just skyrocket to 60 bucks and over. So if you have a stop loss at 26%, I mean, for a low leverage, you'd have to, if you went like this would be a decent risk. Yeah, this would be a fine risk reward ratio, just like this, going up to $60. I'd say it's a decent bet. I mean, I don't trade like this really, but yeah, I'd say it's a decent bet. Not financial advice though. Ape has been so boring. There's probably not much I could get out of that. I don't know. We'll just do a quick look at like the NASDAQ right now, because I haven't looked at that, and because it does, you know, follows it to a certain extent. Why is this that? They changed this stuff? I think, yeah, this is the NASDAQ. It's bounced off of there, so that was pretty good. Snake eyes in your 3 days. Want to see if this healthy correction, I would say, you know, a good DCA. DCA when you're in the crossing in the red in 2-day. I mean, this is where I was buying heavily in a bunch of tech stocks, you know, Facebook, Tesla, all that stuff. But here, a little bit more risk averse. Just keep DCAing until this turns green. And yeah, I like the money flow crossover there. So you could get up to 20,000 in the next few months. And if you do continue forward, like 20,000, maybe even beyond in the next few months here, then you will likely see new all-time highs for Bitcoin. And snake eyes in the 3-day. You know, last time we had something similar to that was here. I think since they're so close, that's even more powerful. This is how it was in the bottom of 08. Look at those snake eyes. I mean, these snake eyes in 06, they brought you up, but then bam, right back down. It was only a 54% correction. That'd be even more in 08. But yeah, just right up. That was your bottom, basically. I mean, you had a double bottom pattern in March of 09, but you would have caught the bottom there. That's what people got to realize too. I mean, this bottomed out. This is like, you know, the worst recession we've seen in our lifetimes, and this bottomed out November. It's bottomed out in a year. You know what I mean? Like things go down quickly. Things go down quickly and they recover. You know, it took a few years to recover, but I mean, just straight up since then, just straight up, and then you know some of these little corrections here or this. I mean, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Um, I kind of want to look at some bigger caps. I mean, not to disrespect some of your smaller caps, but I like to look at. So exactly as I've been talking about a while, it's hitting $100. I've been saying it would hit $100. Avalanche is a great project. I mean, I could see this in terms of just look at, you know, we repeat, it's not going to pump this much, but, you know, 1400%. But where would that even, if it does, maybe like in the most bullish of circumstances, maybe half of that, probably a third, honestly. Like, I just don't see, because it's already such a big cap. Like, these levels will give you some trouble, I feel like. But you could get a double on this, you know, in the next few months, especially. If it is a, yeah, that's July. It might take longer than, it could take longer than May. It could be like a thing where people are talking about selling May walk away when Bitcoin's just at, you know, 60K, let's say. But then after you sold, it comes up to 80K in the next month or two. So be careful. Be careful. Solana, yeah. Daily looks good. I like the money flow crossover. I mean, it's not going to pump up. It could pump up maybe a tenth of what it pumped up here. You know what I mean? It could pump up, well, not a tenth, maybe a quarter, 250% or something. I mean, everybody knows about it now. It's too big of a market cap, but it can make new all-time highs. You know, 250 or 300 by the summer. That's what I will say. In our 15-minute, I don't know, it was from before. What is happening with, oh yeah, we're just getting choppy on the 15-minute here. It's kind of, when you trade in the weekend, sometimes it's just so sideways. You got to wait such a long time for you know, a conclusion on your, an outcome on your small trade. But let me take a sip. But yeah. I think now we'll finally, what I'm hoping, just come to this level or something, then continue forward. So I could win my little short here. If I had, that's a good question, dread mining. If I had $1,000 or $10,000, would I buy 10 coins or all in one for the next 1 to 2 months? So if I had $10,000 and, you know, assuming I can't use leverage, assuming I could just buy on spot or whatever, I would look at, you know, Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, Cosmos, AVAX, I would divide it between a lot of altcoins. That's what I will say. And I know some of them will pump like crazy. Other ones will probably pump, but like not as much. So that's what I would be definitely looking at. I would be looking at, you know, a lot of the big cap altcoins. Zcash I have too, a few of the smaller caps. But if you just divide it up, you know, assuming we stay bullish, which I think we will, I think there's 75% chance of that, and divide it up between a lot of altcoins, I think you could do very, very well. The reversal triangles are printed on SHIB and some. Okay, so the reversal triangles, I mean, those I don't look at as much. Yeah, that means definitely, I mean, they could reverse a little bit. But you got to look at all the time frames. You know, you can't just base your trades off of one time frame, so it's relative. We talked about Ethereum, Bitcoin, crypto future. I mean, it's in the beginning of I think there's a very good shot we come up to $6,000 and 80 grand by the summer. Let's see. If you are in spot, would you constantly? So dread mining, I mean, the big places, you know, for that question, the 10,000. I mean, really, you would try to take the profits when when Bitcoin and Ethereum, when Bitcoin's getting close to 80K and Ethereum is getting close to 6K is where you want to take the profits. It depends how risky you want to be. You know, if you're just, you could take gradual profits on the way up, but if it's just like make the most money as possible, you know, take big risks, you know, that those 10,000 altcoins, you'd probably want to try to sell it all at once at the top, I would say. But that's not really the way I trade. So yeah, is the metaverse dead? No, I mean, I have some exposure in it, but yeah, it'll come back. I think it has a future. Sand mana. You can look at Sandbox. I haven't looked at that in half a minute. Actually, I want to look at Atom. I haven't looked at that. I'm surprised no one's asked me about that. Just had a lot of consolidation here. Yeah, it hasn't, well, since February, it's pumped a good amount. So we're hitting a big fib level right now. Last time we were in the red here. I mean, you got to look at the possible repeat of, you know, something like this type of pump. 470%. I don't know if it'll come up that much, but these levels are big. I mean, $75 could be doable. It's 100. I mean, even if this could get on a lot of big radars, it is a good project. I could see it going to 100 in the next few months, possibly. Or a double. I mean, a nice double would be $60 or more. I would say $60 is a good shot with this next few months. Sandbox, let's see. Hitting there. In the red. Pumped. It's usually these points. I mean, these are all on everybody's radar. Like, nobody knew about sand, like, back in October 2021, really. You know what I mean? Nobody was started talking about this until here, really. That's why. I mean, that's why probably. You'll get up to $10, I would say, in the next few months, most likely. Gala. I think you get up to like 35 cents in the shorter term. You could earn a lot of interest on this one, I think. Looks like everything else, you know, low time frames overheated, high time frames. You should be able to get to this pocket. Gala, I think, is a decent project. I'd have to do more research, though. I've heard of this. CI? No, it's not even a... let's take a look at Tesla. I got my, hold on a second. As you're hitting a major point here. It's kind of the debate here is will we just pump through? This is a volatile puppy too. It looks good though. It looks like there's a decent shot. We just pump through and do new all-time highs. That would be nuts. Especially there's higher demand since gas prices are going up. Yeah, gas prices rising. Higher demand for gas. You invest in gas, you make money like that. Or you invest in Tesla, make money like that too. I mean, I don't know, has it? 57% upward. I've never heard of that. I couldn't tell you. Okay, good. So we're coming down a little bit as I want it to, so I can win my little ETH short right here. I want to get down to, I don't even know where is my first take profit? I think it's here. Yeah, 3431, so a little bit higher. But yeah, little dump right here, so it's back in the green. And I'm gonna take a quick sip of water, a sip of coffee. Last time we had a blood diamond, we came down a good amount. They usually bring you down a decent, should be enough. Guys, smash the like button. Let's get a few more likes in here. Yeah, I mean, I bought. Thing too is like, I just want to show you. Like these are calls in my exclusive Discord by Amazon, and basically every time once you come into the red here, you're set. I mean, look at that red right there. Bam. That's just Warren Buffett's strategy. Just buy things when there's a dip on things that just big caps with good fundamentals that just trend up with time. How's Apple? I know people, yeah, Apple. Oh, it looks so overheated on the monthly. But it probably went in. Did we even? This is interesting. Yeah, just DCA in too. DCA in every time it goes into the red here. Just this is long time. I mean, I don't do any leverage with stocks. I'm mainly just long term, investing. I don't even hold Apple, but I'm just saying, like, if I were to, you know what I mean? Like, every time you come into the red on the daily, just DCA in every week. 40% correction from October to, there's a big correction there, but then just recovered. Wow. Lucid's the other one that, I mean, Tesla's going to have, there's going to be one competitor that does really well. The thing I liked on this one was in the red here last time, bam. So this could easily bring us back up to all-time highs or more. That's what I've been looking at. It's doable. Little healthy correction, I guess, in here. But yeah, how's the other one? Rivian, right? I think, yeah. That is just bleeding. Yeah, that's a newer, just went public more recently. But $40 billion market cap. I mean, it's a round number. What was the, I just want to see, what was the percentage from, like, so it's up 60, it'd probably be, you got to go, I think, to get the 40%. Wow, so it was down to 20. Okay, that's very volatile. I don't like this one as much as Lucid, I will say, but look for a money flow crossover in your 12-hour, your 16-hour, yeah, up there. And then the other one I got in real low. I mean, obviously a little bit of a risky play, but got in this around 11 bucks, 10 bucks. I think it will hold. Your $10 billion market cap seems like it's just some good curvature here. Trying to get into the green on your 12-hour, 8-hour, you're almost there on Robinhood, so could easily bring you back up to $23, $20. So yeah. CRO, yeah, I want to look at CRO. I should just throw 40 grand in. I have a small position of it. I should just throw 40 grand at CRO and get the bestcrypto.com card. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. What I will say is, like, I do think a lot of people think it will go up. I think it will most likely go up as well. There's some places you got to look for on the way up, but your 2-day doesn't look too good, but your daily looks real good. Looks like a nice continuation. I think we could easily, repeat. It's not gonna. What was that? It's 8 cents. Yeah. Wow. 1,000x. So I wouldn't. You're not gonna come up 1,000x. Too big of a market cap, but or 1,000%. Excuse me. But you could come up. Half of that, maybe $1.50, is definitely in the cards. 300% these areas. That's what I would say for a lot of. They could double or triple a lot of these in the next few months. So yeah, maybe even more, maybe even $2, but yeah. This would be on my, if I had $10,000 to stock, you know, in a bunch of different altcoins, this would probably be one of them. Oh, here we go. Okay, so that's a little there. I want to get us to come down a little bit farther here. That's what I want. Let's see, are we like bouncing? Are we reacting off of this? Okay, we want this to come down a little bit more. Do I invest in IDOs? No, not currently, but I should, because I know some people. Carl from the Moon made a ton of money on those, right? Initial, do you mean ICOs or IDOs? I've heard of IDOs too, but yeah, it's something I got to research more. But you obviously, it's that's like venture capitalism at its finest. You know, most of them will go to zero. Some of them will go to the moon. So yeah. Just watch this go down a little bit more, hopefully. I do want to do some live trading for you guys at some point, but yeah, I will do it at some point. It would be cool. Probably would get me a lot more viewers and subscribers too. Also, probably more haters because people try to you know, copy your trades. I mean, it's not fair for the people. Yeah, if I do, that's the thing with the live trades. Like if I'm showing it live, it's not fair for the people who are paying for the exclusive Discords. That's the thing I got to think about too. But yeah. Zill, yeah, it's finally looking toppy. This pumped like crazy. Yeah. If you put $1,000 would be 5,000 right now. If you had to put 1,000 in there, very good place to, you know, take some profits if you're in the way in the green, I would say. Because your lower time frames do not look good on this. How's this guy? Okay, that's good. I'm ahead on this. I got in this, you know, $1.11 or something. Right after this dump right there. I think this could do well. See, last time you were in the, I mean, it's not going to pump up that much, I don't think, but, well, it is a smaller cap, so it's possible. From here to there, 2,000%, that ain't happening, but I could see it, you know, you could get maybe a 10x here, maybe 1,000. You can maybe get up to $10 here, bull market peak or something, I would say. One of my more speculative ones. SQ stock. TA is where it's at even more than the trade set. Okay, so Nightshade, you like the actual like TA and the, so like where what to look for to enter the trades, kind of, rather than just the entry points. That's interesting. Okay, I thought people would like the entry points a little bit better. But yeah, no, because you're trying to learn it. Yeah, to understand like what the reasoning is. Yeah. SQ stock. Where was it? Yeah, SQ stock. I don't know what this is. We'll take a look. Block. These stocks really follow fib levels. Yeah, it looks good, man. You know, whoever asked this, like, I think you can repeat, you know, this type of 400%. Wow, what's the market cap? 77 billion. I don't know what this does, but you can make new all-time highs with this the next few months, I would say. Yeah, even okay, that looks so good. Yeah, wow. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this does, but it looks good everywhere. I'm not even gonna bother with some of the lower time frames, but everything looks really good. I think this will really pop in the next few months. I don't know what it is though, or what it does. I mean, there could be unforeseen things that keep it down, but it looks good to me. Yeah, 4 yellow X's. This is like everything is screaming at me that this is gonna go up. My God, wow. Yeah. What What is SQ? I don't. Does anyone? Oh yeah. Square the bit. Yeah. Okay. That's why it looks just like Bitcoin. Okay. So it's kind of like a grayscale. Is that what it is? I'd have to. It's kind of like a grayscale type thing. Yeah. If Bitcoin goes to 80K, I mean, would this outperform it? Yeah, it can. It definitely can. Well, let's see. From the all-time high, and oh, that was August. It was all-time high. Oh, that's different. It doesn't really follow. Okay, it follows Bitcoin less then. Okay, that's different. Let's look at this follows Bitcoin more. I've been talking about this too. I mean, look how you're in the red on the weekly, and last time you pumped like crazy. I mean, you're not gonna pump. This is when you were under the radar, July of 2020. No one was talking about Bitcoin, but you could pump up to these points. I mean, you're not gonna pump. What was this? Probably a 10x, right? Yeah, you're not gonna get a 10x, but you could get maybe a 5x. You could get half of that, maybe. Get them up to here, 2,000, maybe. So yeah. Oh, did we hit our first? Believe we hit the first take profit. Good. So next take profit I'm looking at probably here. Yeah, there isn't much. I mean, if you want to be a little, I would say here. This is where I'll be looking at for my next take profit. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna do it probably because I entered around, there. Did I even hit the? Oh, I might not have actually hit the. Hold on a second here. I gotta look. I might have just hit the first. No, I didn't hit the first take profit. Never mind. It was at 34, 31, almost like $2 away. It'll probably hit it. But yeah, it might have hit it on MEXC because that's there's always a little bit more volatility. Let me take a sip of coffee. Oh, what is up, Tom Crown? You've been in everybody's live stream, man. You've been on Crypto Faces. Yeah, I'm excited for the conference next week, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's see, guys. I think we've looked at so many things this early afternoon. But yeah, Square Jack Dorsey Company. Yeah. I wish I would be putting definitely some money into, Square MicroStrategy right now. I stopped buying, based on my crypto investing strategy, stopped putting money into crypto for long term. But, I got to pay taxes, quarterlies are coming up, and, other expenses. So I don't really have too many funds to spend money in right now. But I am very optimistic on the market at the moment. Almost hit the first. Let me just look actually. Did we get to the 3431 was the first take profit on this Ethereum short. It might have hit it. It might have hit it on MEXC. I'd have to look, but the next take profit's gonna be around down here. I don't know. I mean, the weekend trading is always riskier. Still long with profits locked in on Bitcoin. That might get stopped out. Entered around here. So, we got close to getting stopped out. Ooh. But yeah. Oh, nice, Tom. You're doing the one-on-one sessions as well, I guess. I'm doing those consultations with people. They're going really well. A lot of people have. If you guys are interested in that, link in the description below to do a one-on-one session with me. A lot of people have really liked it. But yeah, probably gonna get off in a minute here. Gonna do some chores, get some sunlight outside, the gym. Was out at the. If you go on my Instagram, follow my Instagram. My story was pretty funny. I was out at the bars last night. 5-minute bullish div coming. Yeah, some people, the one-on-ones, some people don't like. I like to do them. I like to talk to the people and do them. But yeah, they are time consuming. But for now, I like to do them. Um, but yeah. Weren't you always on that MC team? Weren't you always using markup? Yeah. Let's see here. 5-minute bullish div. Yeah, well, it's not for it. Didn't even confirm yet, but yeah, sometimes off of these points. I mean, I'm not seeing. Are we hitting anything major? I mean, for me to go scalp long, no, I'd be waiting for this point. But yeah, it's the weekend. I mean, I'm basically done trading for the weekend. Oh, that'd be such a shame if I get this volatility is nuts. If I just get stopped out of this trade, it came within $2 of. It might have hit the first TP on Phoenix. I gotta look because it's within $2. But yeah. Gotcha. Alrighty, guys. Guys, check out Tom Crown's channel too. He's another. If you guys aren't familiar with Tom Crown, I always think people are, but if you're not familiar with Tom Crown, he has a really good channel too. He uses Market Cipher and he uses some other. I've learned quite a few things about him too. You could definitely pick up some more stuff from him too. He's got a good channel. Yeah, Phoenix. I like the layout of Phoenix a little bit better in Bybit, but they're also really good. Phoenix is good. That's where I use both. I like to spread money, apart for my trading between Phoenix and Bybit. I never like to put all my eggs in one basket, as with investing in altcoins or investing or just leaving your money on exchanges. But yeah, all right, guys, I'm gonna get off. Check out Tom Crown's channel. Shout out to Tom Crown. I think he's got over 50,000 subscribers now. He could be at 60,000. He's got a nice channel. But yeah, guys, so if you want to check out my exclusive Discord with some of my trade entries, stop losses, take profits, I got to have Tom Crown on my channel soon anyway as well. And some of my exclusive TA, stock TA not as much, but mainly crypto TA, altcoin TA, entry point, stop losses, all the things I use for leverage trades. Not right 100% of the time, but the vast majority of trades are winners in there. Link in the description below. It's through Patreon. A lot of people really like it. We have a great community. And Market Cipher, if you want to get that, my link in the description below. And Phoenix, Bybit, use my link in the description below to get my bonus that every YouTuber will probably, we all have the same bonuses, but use my link if you want to help support me a little bit. And if you want to do a one-on-one session with me, link in the description below through the Market Cipher Academy. And I feel like I'm forgetting one thing. Oh yeah, my course. Yeah, if you're new at this, check out my course. I go over Market Cipher, how to interpret it, why I think the majority of people lose money in this game. All my exclusive strategies that I spent hours and hours and hours discovering that I just give you for a small price of my course. And I'm going to raise the course price pretty soon, up to $300. So right now it's $250 with the discount code. So I think it's a steal for what you get out of it. A lot of people have really liked it, so check that out. And all the links down below are things that I've used and benefited from. Never going to link at anything that I haven't personally used. All right, guys. Hope you have a good day. Goodbye.